Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Reviving Mississippi. I'm your host, DeKeither Stamps. We got our co-host, Miss Starlette Simmons. What's going on, Starlette?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Today? You been making that money?
Got to. Gotta do that.
What's going on in your world?
Working hard. I'm gonna learn how to do some photography learn how to do some editing. Anybody know how? Please hit my line. I need some help.
We're gonna get you situated. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank y'all for continuing to tune in and Reviving Mississippi. Thank you for your help over the years every week. As we begin every show, we always say, let's remember those folks who are going through bereavement. You know, bereavement is a very, very trying situation to deal with, especially in times like this. Times are getting harder, money's getting tight, you know, bills going up, expenses going up, but, you know, pay isn't going up, you know. So just make sure you reach out to folks when it's time to go through that moment, because one thing I know, you will need a friend one day. And the best way to have a friend is to be a friend.
That's true.
Be a friend to folks out there who are going through bereavement, especially, you know, in today's society. So just reach out to them. And all those folks, we get phone calls every week of folks leaving here. So that also tells you, Starlette, you got to live your life. You got to live your life and do what God got in your heart. Get to doing that.
Right.
Because time's not waiting for anybody. Get to doing what God has sent you here to do. If you don't know, talk to them a little more.
Just a little bit. Right.
Just talk to them a little more. It'll come to you. Just talk to them a little bit. You know, in the morning, in the evening, you know, every now and then. Next thing you know, you're going to start venturing off the way you're supposed to be. So we got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to hear an update from Representative Zakiya Summers in a second. And also we got some wonderful ladies from the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance who are going to address this. But we're going to start off with our underwriters. Our underwriters for today's show are first and foremost Mr. Micheal Jordan at Micheal Jordan Transportation Service. Mr. Micheal Jordan is a great friend. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs and looking for employment. He's always hiring because he's always expanding, because when you do good work like that brother does, folks always giving you a call, always moving to growth. So if you need quality transportation service, you ain't got to just Uber and Scuba. You can call Micheal Jordan, or you can log on to Micheal Jordan Transportation Service at mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. Let's pull up here. Let's see what we got. We're going to get Representative Summers. Representative Zakiya Summers, my mentor. What's going on, Superwoman?
Well, hello, Representative Stamps, and hello, Ms. Simmons, and good evening to the listening audience. I see my good friend Timothy Brown has joined the broadcast, so it's an honor to be with you all this evening, and thank you for having me on the show, Rep.
So what you got going on, man?
Well, I want to invite all of the listeners out to an event that we have going on this Sunday. It's going to be a screening of a documentary called Our Bodies, Our Births. Black mothers struggle to achieve birth equity in Mississippi. And again, it's going to be this Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Mississippi Museum of Art in downtown Jackson. And we want to encourage everyone to come out and enjoy this documentary as we share the stories of Black mothers during their pregnancies and their childbirth. We know that we are experiencing a battle around reproductive health. And with this battle around Roe v. Wade, we are risking some really serious things that could potentially happen, particularly for Black women in terms of access to reproductive health. And so we want to show this documentary to the community to show that there is a proven way that we can help to reduce birth disparities and increase maternal health with the creation of a birth center. So you're going to hear stories from Black mothers about their journey to giving birth, particularly around C-sections, and how all of those things really contributed to some risky health factors for them. And then we're going to talk more about it and tell you about the solution-based model. So if you have an opportunity, please come out to the Art Museum downtown Jackson this Sunday from 4 to 6 for Our Bodies, Our Births. This is a film by my good friend, Miss Getty Ezreal, and she owns Sisters in Birth, and she's looking to develop a birth center here in Central Mississippi. So please come out.
So I got the flyer up here, and it's going to be at the Mississippi
great.
Museum of Art. That's 380 South Lamar Street in Jackson, Mississippi, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on this Sunday.
That's right. And you can go to sibirth.org/events to RSVP. We're going to have a reception there. We're going to have music from my good friend, Tawana Shante. And it's just going to be a really good Sunday evening, educating folks about what's happening with women who are giving birth in the state of Mississippi. And this is really a proven response to what's happening across the country and the fight that Mississippi began around, really reducing women's access to reproductive health. So please come out and enjoy this documentary, and I hope that I'll see you there. I'll be hosting the event, and we look forward to seeing you there.
That's right. Well, everybody govern yourselves accordingly, because one thing I know, between pandemic, no matter what's happened, there's folks still having babies.
Oh, yeah.
There's folks still having trouble having babies.
Mhm.
And, we got to make sure we get folks access to every kind of help they can get so we can move our community forward. So I appreciate you, Representative Summers, for always being a stand-up bearer for this issue and many, many more that directly affect the quality of healthcare for folks in this city.
I appreciate it.
All right, then. You take care now.
Okay, thank you, Rep.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you govern yourselves accordingly. Sunday evening, there'll be a screening. We got a few more announcements we're going to go over right before we go to our main guest this weekend. We got the Mega Wiley Evers and Charles Evers Homecoming Celebration Weekend. Now, we got a whole weekend full of events. Now, everybody who either votes or everybody in the community, life has been touched by these two young men. We wouldn't be in this radio station today if it wasn't for Charles Evers.
Yep.
And we wouldn't be elected, and other folks wouldn't have the rights and privileges to vote freely as they do if it weren't for Mega Evers. So, I was disappointed in the election returns yesterday because Mega Evers said it best. If you don't vote, you don't count. Just as simple as that.
Yeah.
If you don't vote, you don't count. And it was amazing to me the low voter turnout yesterday. But we're going to push forward. And we're going to celebrate the life and legacy of Mega Wiley Evers and Mayor Charles Evers this weekend. Friday, June 10th, 6 p.m., the wreath-laying ceremony at the Mega Evers home. On Saturday, 9:30 a.m., there's a wreath-laying ceremony at Freedom Corner at the intersection of Mega Evers Boulevard and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. At 10 a.m., we have the homecoming celebration parade at Freedom Corner from Freedom Corner to Lanier High School on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. At 12 noon, we have the Gone But Not Forgotten celebration. This is where we're asking everybody to bring pictures of your loved ones, and you're going to get a chance to say a few words about your loved one. And so because folks are gone, it don't mean they forgot. So we got to keep everyone's name alive, and everybody's somebody. And this is one way to do that, because we got so many people who are victims of gun violence, and they just get thought about in the general public as a number. These are real people that had mamas and sisters and so forth and so on. So come out to the Gone But Not Forgotten celebration at the Delta Mart Shopping Center at 12, right after the parade. Then on Sunday at 12 noon, we have the Gone But Not Forgotten March. Hines Junior College on Sunset to Mega Evers Library. And at 1 p.m., there's a gospel tribute and live entertainment at the Mega Evers Library.
That's fun.
And then at 2:30, we got a wreath-laying ceremony at the Mega Evers statue that's at the library. So everybody's always looking for things to do. I can think of no better thing for you to do with your child than to have them participate in this series of events so that they can first deepen their connection to our community, but more importantly, they can have productive activities because they're free. All of Councilman Stokes' activities are always 100% free. Now, if folks come from miles around to participate in all these events, especially the parade, come on out, line the streets up, and let's celebrate Mayor Wiley Evers and Mayor Charles Evers' life and legacy. We'll be there and many others, many more. So come on out and participate in all these events over the course of this weekend. And everything we showed you so far is what?
Free.
Free. None like free. None like free. Now, we got some wonderful young ladies that are here from the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance. Now, everybody knows that I'm kind of torn, when it comes to dealing with Copiah County, Hinds County, and so forth, because, my dad's side of the family is from Hinds County. My mom's side of the family is from Copiah County. So we always, kind of bounce back and forth in both these areas. But we have Miss Jean Willer and Miss Brenda Torrey. Hi, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How you all doing?
We doing just fine. We doing
I was just listening to all that's going on this weekend. Sound mighty good to me.
That's right. We got a lot of stuff going on. How you doing today, Miss Torrey?
I'm blessed. Thank you. Very blessed.
Well,
Glad
good
to
stuff.
be here.
Good. And welcome to the show. Now we're gonna start off with Miss Willer. Miss Willer, tell us a little bit about the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, because I feel that the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, and I know my friends and pastors that are friends of mine in Hinds County may feel some kind of way, but I can honestly say that the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, to me, I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for Starlette.
No.
But the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance is the most organized ministerial alliance that I've participated in.
Wow.
I can't speak.
It really is.
I can't speak by nobody else, but the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance got strong, not just leadership, but leaders, men and women.
Yes.
Who, when I say do everything decent and in order, everything. Not just some things. Not past the collection plate decent in order. But I'm talking about they got uniforms. They show up looking like they represent God. All right. They show up well thought out activities. All the activities are well thought out.
Yes, they are.
And they're planned. I go to a lot of events and I see stuff that's thrown together. I have never, in all the years that I've been participating with Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, ever seen anything thrown together.
Right.
Because you can come somewhere and see where it's where something is, put together properly or not. You can see that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, Miss Willer.
Okay. The Copiah County Ministerial Alliance is overseer is Reverend Victor Dixon, of course, our president, and he's the overall. But then for the wives, we have Sister LaVoy Dixon, president of the wives department. And this alliance was redone in 2000. The wives department came together and started in 2002. Sister LaVoy had a vision, and with that vision, she started wives department. But like you said, the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance service the community, the Copiah County and adjoining counties, where we do scholarships. We do, oh my goodness, I can't begin to tell you all the things that we do. We do, benevolence? We do, if you need help, we are there. We are together. We praise God.
Mhm.
We go to services
Amen.
once a month, and it is not just a Baptist or Catholic, it is every denomination.
Mhm.
And it is so of
Yes.
God, you could feel the spirit in the building.
That's right.
So, as of today, the WISE department, of course, we are always trying to do scholarships.
That's right.
And just to let you know, in 2002 was the first scholarship that the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance WISE department gave, and that year was two $500 scholarships. Now today in 2022, we give away four $4,000 scholarships.
So the church, but more in particular, the WISE department gives $4,000 scholarships.
Yes, sir. We try to go higher, a little bit higher each year, or as surely as it allows us. So, every round goes higher and higher.
Now, Starlette is a student.
Okay.
Starlette,
I know, Starlette.
how far does $4,000 go?
I'm set. I'm set.
Right.
Coming out of high school and
Right.
going to college,
Yeah.
and you don't know where that dollar is coming from, and you win one of those scholarships.
Mhm.
Yes, it helps. It helps.
All right. So we're gonna turn just for a second to Miss Tori. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm great. I'm great and excited about the scholarship that we do, what we're doing.
So tell us a
And I
little
want
bit
to add something to that.
about the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance.
Say what now?
I said, you had some more you wanted to add to what she was talking about the Ministerial Alliance.
Oh, yes, we also give second place winner of $500 each also to each school, and that's Hazelhurst, Crystal Springs High School, Western Attendance Center, and also the adjoining counties. But we also have additional scholarship. We give a Michael Brown scholarship of $1,000. We give a $2,000 scholarship for the C.D. Dixon Award, and we give a $2,000 scholarship to the I almost forgot it, F.L. Pendleton Award. So we started giving more scholarships.
Wow.
Well, this shows your commitment to education.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Willer,
Yes.
talk to us a little bit, Ms. Willer, about the Ministerial Alliance's commitment to education and how do you apply and qualify for these scholarships?
Well, we send out to each school, Western Attendance, Hazelhurst High School, and Crystal Springs. We send out to the counselors the application packet, and then we also have it online. That a student can go online and pull it up. And then we follow the guidelines. In that packet, it entails you have to do, an essay, and you have to do references, and
Yes.
you have to do letters.
Right.
It's the process. And then you have a deadline. And let me tell you what we do. We have someone from outside to get those letters and those packets. We don't even see them. And we have a committee, a scholarship committee that sits in, and that person from outside comes in and read them off to us. And they go through that process of grading. And then once we get through with that, of course, the highest of the grade go on to the ministers, and these people, students, are interviewed by the preachers,
Wow.
the ministers.
Wow.
And that's how we come out. And then we ask sometimes for them to come to certain programs. And then if they come, then they get extra points.
Okay.
That is very
Yeah.
organized.
That's correct.
When I say, I try to tell y'all,
But now one
We work.
that's right. You work.
We work. We sell candy.
Yes.
We
Yes.
do garage sales. We have done fish sales, plate sales. We put on programs. We have asked and solicited whatever it takes for us to raise this money. That's what we do. And this is one of the things that we had wanted to put out there today is to let the people know what we do, and if for some reason somebody feel like they want to donate to us, we don't hesitate. We want to give them the address and let them just donate, let their little heart just be all filled with joy and donate to us.
You know, a lot of folks don't know this as well. I'm going to share this with you, Starlette.
What's that?
My family's commitment to Copiah County go back a long ways. My great-great-grandfather, he would buy land and then he would build churches on it. His picture is in the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum. And my great-great-grandfather did the same thing that his dad did. And like the church, New Zion Church, Shady Grove is down there, and several more, they were all carpenters and business owners, and they were buying, you know, property, helping folks build churches, and you know, so our connection and commitment there. And my other grandfather was a superintendent of education, Copiah County, back in the 50s and 60s. So, and all my aunts are educators. My daughter and them was all educators. So, you know, so we've been round and round. How handyman said, down and round. We've been down and around Copiah County.
Round, in and out and through.
We've been down and around County for a long time.
But can I tell you about our event that's coming up?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have, this is the event of all events, the Scholarship Ball, which is themed Cinderella and the Midnight Ball. This is a formal gathering, and it is to be done on August 27th, 2022 at the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance ballroom, our big room. And it will be, of course, all dressed out and decked out, and for you to come in there and be all enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Our tickets are $25 per person, and we'll start at 6. We'll have a meet and greet at 5, like a little social hour, and all the money that comes from this, of course, is going to the Scholarship Foundation. But I want to tell, if there is someone that wants to go, all they have to do is give us a call at 601-894-2373. And if someone wants to donate to our organization scholarship fund, they can do it at Post Office Box 1307, Hazelhurst, Mississippi 39083. And we'll be ever so appreciative.
Okay, so give me that address one more time, real slow.
Okay, the address again is Post Office Box 1307, Hazelhurst, Mississippi 39083. And again, if someone needs or want to call us, it's 601-894-2373. And we will be ever so happy to talk with anyone that wants to find out more about our organization. And even if they want to call me, we can put my number out there at 601-201-5184. And again, of course, my name is Jean.
Okay, we're gonna shift over to Miss Tori. Miss Tori, how you doing? You shaking like you got something you want to add to
great. Yes, we're just so excited about and appreciate what you all are doing for us, but for the community and the young people. The dream is a reality, and we plan to make it happen. And we just know by helping some child that need help, we're going to be there to do that. So we're going to keep Sister Dixon's dream alive by what she's doing. And let you know a little bit more too. The person that we use to make sure that everything is done fairly, to choose the person who would be the last interview, we have a professor from Jackson State University who gets all the essays and look at everything. And once she does that, then she comes and she talks to us and tell us about it. So everything is done fairly. We want everybody to participate, but the student must do their work. That's what's important, because we don't want to mislead them. We want them to know that they're capable of going to any school that they go to, and that we're here to support them. And we also follow them along the way. We don't just say send them out there to college, but we try to follow them as well, to let them know we're supporting them along their journey to education. And it means so much to the community that they come back to the community and live and not move away. So that's one of the reasons also that we're trying to help the young people.
You got any questions, Ms. Simmons?
For the scholarship, I know Ms. Wheeler we probably just a little short clip of that, but is it only for upcoming college students for the scholarship, or can maybe a third year like me apply?
It's for the seniors that are graduating out of high school, that
Okay.
their next term would be college.
I see.
Now,
Sorry, Miss Starlette.
so what is the deadline to apply?
The deadline rolls over to, I think it's November.
Okay.
It's a good while. It don't cut off until, if I'm not mistaken, around the 1st of November, somewhere in there. But if anybody have a question, like I say, they can call me. I'm not sure about the date of cutoff right about now, but I'll be happy to look it up and find out. Okay?
Now you want to apply, call the number
we have
894-2373. Go ahead, Miss Tori.
We haven't set a date yet, but she's about right. It's in November. But they will have a cover letter over the application telling them step by step what they need to have and what they need to do and how to apply. And everything is postmarked. That means they can't bring it to the Ministerial Alliance and drop it off. It must be postmarked through the post office, so we can have a date saying that we know for sure that it came in the right way.
And we don't allow
but they get it from their counselor.
Once they come in,
right.
We don't allow those to hit any of our hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, wow. Again, y'all make me proud every time I hear of something's going on in Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, especially the women's department. Now the men are together, but the women always have an extra notch of class and touch to it. You know, we're a little rough, you know, but the women always have a little extra, I'm just saying, y'all do.
Well, let me tell you this, Mr. Sam. I forgot to tell you, talking about the Alliance, we have a Youth Up mentoring program.
Mm-hmm. So
and
tell us a little about
we
that.
have volunteers, and we have people coming in and they work with our youth. And when we have programs as far as youth programs, they raise money and they get to do things, but the main thing, we have adults working with these youth. And it's not just us, it's people in the community that are working. So if you ever find a minute that you got free and you want to come and work with the youth on the Youth Up mentoring program, we welcome you.
Well, sign me up. You know, I attend pretty frequently New Zion, when my mother's there, and then my family church is Shady Grove, where my grandfather used to be a pastor.
That's our church. Yes, sir.
Yep. So
well, look, we are so appreciative of you allowing us to come on and talk about the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance and our women's department. And if ever you have a free space and you need somebody to fill it, call us and we'll be happy. I learned to work this
anytime, just give me a call, let me know. I appreciate Mr. Sherry Jones for sending you this way. You have my number now. Anytime you got anything going on down at the Copiah County Ministerial Alliance, both y'all just give me a call. We'll bring you on, because the number one thing, and that's why I love 90.1. You gotta be able to tell people what's going on so they'll know.
Yeah.
That's right.
One request that hopefully that we come back we can come back maybe a week or so before our August 27th event.
Most definitely. Just let me know. We'll work it out.
Yes,
We will
I
work.
do appreciate it. And Ms. Starlette,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
the good work. Yes, ma'am.
Thank
keep
you.
up the good work. But
And-
thank you so much.
And thank you guys
We
so much.
appreciate you all. Y'all keep up the good work and keep going.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Tori, you have a comment you want to make?
Yes, let me give you my number too for the scholarship too, for sure. And
Okay.
they need additional information beside Ms. Wheeler. It's 601-201-0846. So you should be able to get me or Jean, and we'll be able to help any way we can. And thank you guys so much. We're so grateful with a humble heart.
Well, I appreciate y'all for being the example for Ministerial Alliance. You hear me when I said it
All
now?
right, then.
Copiah County is the example.
We hope to see you in the fall.
I'm gonna try to get there. If I don't get there,
Yes.
you know my mama be there with bells on.
Well, just look. If you can't get nowhere, send that text.
Hey, I'll do that. I pledge to do that.
All right, hon. Thank you so much.
Take care,
Y'all
sis.
you,
have a
guys.
good week.
Take care, Miss Tori.
You
Take
too.
care. Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Ain't nothing like good people.
That's great. Wow, 4,000 after what was it? For 20 years?
Yeah, but they
What
they
is-
do several $4,000
Right.
scholarships, not just one. You know, it's 4,000. That's $16,000.
Yeah,
And then they do the other scholarships.
right.
All right,
1,000 here,
right.
500 in
Yeah,
this
we
school.
talking about over $20,000.
Yeah.
So all year long they have activities all year long, and then they turn around and provide scholarships. Now, how much is tuition at school these days?
Whew. It just depends.
Just
But
depends.
it can range between like 7 to 30 plus thousand.
What? Whew.
Yeah.
Well, 4,000 makes a big chunk of that.
It does.
So, ladies and gentlemen, govern yourselves accordingly. And that's also motivation for other ministerial alliances to give them a call. I would encourage, be honest with you, I encourage every pastor under the sound of my voice, go down there and pay them a visit.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing, I guarantee you that there is something that they're doing down there in Copiah County that can be duplicated in your community. Because remember, you heard us say they restarted it.
Yeah.
So that means some folks got together who cared to make sure they organize the community and
Mhm.
move forward. So
Doing simple items, candy sales, plate sales, garage sales, you can do that in your backyard. It's not nothing hard.
hey, ain't nothing like a little hard work, but folks got to care.
That's true.
So we got any other parting comments before we go into a little commentary?
No, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna just say in just a few minutes. Can I just TAWK
Handle your business.
talk a little bit? We all have to do better. We all have to do what we can. I know on the radio and stuff, we talk a lot. We talk about this and that and who's not doing this or that. But at this juncture, we all must lean forward more, because with the rising costs of all the goods and services, with the amount of crime and violence that we have, everybody really got to save your circle.
It's true.
Your circle. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X are not coming to save us. If we're looking for somebody, look in the mirror and work together with the folks in your circle to save your circle. We all got family members out there who we know are going down the wrong path. The government only has one solution for that. Jail. We have to reach out to our own folks that we know. These are our cousins, our nieces, our nephews. It used to be just the boys.
Yeah.
We got girls committing major crime, not just minor crime.
Yeah.
So at this point, we must save our community by leaning for Micheal's caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your question or comment?
Hey, how you doing, brother Sam?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'd like to know, have you heard the turnout numbers on the primary election yesterday?
Oh, it was, I would say, ridiculously low. I remember one in my mind. Congressman Thompson's, I think he had 40,000 votes. Now his district is almost half the state. It's 40,000 votes. It's 40,000 votes right here in Jackson.
Yeah.
Right. So if his district covers what, 26 counties?
Yeah.
And in 26 counties, we only mustered up 40,000 votes. I believe that is alarming. That's a shame. And as Meg Evans would say, if you don't vote, you don't count. There's a whole bunch of people choosing to not count.
That's true.
Well, what do you think it could take to motivate people to get out and vote?
Well, I'm glad we own this at the right time. I got my good friend that just popped on, Mr. Mac Epps. He wants to talk about the voting issue. So just hang up, just take a listen for a second, and and hopefully we answer your question, brother. Mac, unmute your microphone, man.
Yes, sir, man. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing? Now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows Mac. You know, Starlette's sitting in Mac's seat. You know, I've been waiting for Mac to show back up and get in this seat. You know, I miss you, brother.
Hey, man, I'm right down the street. My brother.
So Mac Epps, as y'all may forget, you know, been so long since he's been in the studio. He co-hosted this show. He helped me get it off the ground. He was the man, and he still is the man when it comes to vote. They have an organization called Mississippi Move, and they partner with folks from all across the country to help move the vote and move people go through the electoral process, do voter registration drives. They do voter engagement. They do voter education. So, Mac, welcome back. Tell us a little bit about Mississippi Move, and then we can talk about the events from yesterday.
Okay, well, appreciate it, man. So Mississippi Move is a grassroots nonprofit organization that focuses on civic engagement and direct action. So if you say MOVE, a lot of people don't even know what MOVE stands for. So MOVE stands for Motivating Organizing for Voter Empowerment. So no matter what you see us do, whether it's working with the homeless, working with those healthcare, mentally ill, whatever we do, it always come back to the foundation, which is voter education and voter demonstration. So we know that a lot of the situations that we see can be fixed due to political change and policy, and having someone in a political position to say, hey, this is what we need to do, allocate the right funds. All that goes back to a political official, because those who are not elected are appointed by somebody that's elected. So it's very important to make sure that we get out and vote and to make sure we make a good choice.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yesterday, because y'all were on the ground. Y'all had folks out giving folks rides to the poll, and just all over the state. Y'all had a statewide, apparatus in place. So just talk a little bit about yesterday's, what you saw boots on the ground.
So yesterday was, similar of a normal election day. We have a system set up where someone can call and make a reservation the same way they would do like it with an Uber or anything else. Someone comes to your house, they call you when they're outside, they pick you up. And then when you are a driver, you receive two addresses. You see the address for the person you're taking, then you receive the address to where they vote. So that was the normal thing we had. But we had some folks that called back and canceled. When we did talk to some of the seniors, they had a lot of concerns, and it wasn't about voting. It was more so of safety. They said like some of them were really afraid to actually just go vote. They were afraid to have folks pick them up to go vote because so much is happening with crime, and so we were like, that's crazy. We had a lady that actually expressed that to our dispatcher. We have been taking her to the polls for the last 4 years. And she's, of course, regardless if your cousin take you, your sister, whoever takes you, we just happy that you go. But they were, well, I got somebody that's going to take me. One lady that was actually legally blind that had called and canceled 4 times. Mm-hmm. She called back, but we finally got her. She understood that who we were and it would be in a trusted organization, and we were able to get her to the polls. Matter of fact, Jason actually took her to the polls. Mm-hmm. But that was one of the things that was new to us. That was very, very new to us for the folks that we were taking to the polls, especially our senior community, say that they were afraid. They were just afraid. Even though we were all over the news, we were all over the radio, they were afraid of just going to the polls to go vote, getting out to go vote, period, but also going with somebody they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
So tell us a little bit more about how people can participate in your next activities with Mississippi Move.
So they can always reach out to us on Facebook. That's Mississippi spelled out. They can reach out to msmove.org. That's our website, or they can give the number a call. That's 662-205-6683. That's 662-205-MOVE, MOVE. And they can always reach out to us. And, and actually we got a couple other calls yesterday from other groups reaching out. We had a news station from Tupelo who reached out to us. And so that's another area that now we look like we might be doing more work in. And then also we had a call from Alcorn. Alcorn, as that first picture you just showed with the pizzas, Alcorn, that was like Alcorn when we sent pizza to them last year when the Arctic blast hit. Jackson State, Alcorn, they were affected. The students were still on campus. So that was an area we went to and helped out, and we formed a good relationship because we started helping out Port Gibson area too. So yeah, it's like we're gonna be heading back down to the academic reservation to do more work down at Alcorn, given the call we had yesterday. So we're gonna be out on the move.
Well, I've always appreciated Mississippi Move because first and foremost, you good brothers and sisters, just like the Ministerial lines.
Yeah.
Just good folks, just regular, not highfalutin folks. Folks think they bigger and better than anybody else. They're just regular good folks. Mm-hmm. On top of that, you do good work. And beyond that, you do more work than the people who get paid a whole lot more to do that work. So how would somebody contribute to Mississippi Move? So
on our Facebook page and also the website, there's a link where you can donate to the organization. And that's something that we also are working on, coming up with more ways and creativity to be able to provide more resources to folks. We get calls and emails and messages all the time for people that are in need, and we want to do more. So sometimes what we would like to do, if folks are able, if you want to work directly with someone in need, just let us know, and we'll just connect you directly with that person that reached out to us. That say they might be in need of food. We just ask that people remain respectful and keep the dignity intact. And, because it's hard to ask somebody for something. It's hard to reach out to somebody and say that you're hungry, don't have food. So if you don't want to put any resources to, money in our hand, that's fine. But if you want to help someone that's really in need, just let us know, and we'll connect you with some of the folks that have reached out to us that I asked for those type of things. And, as long as the job get done, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
Again, I just want to publicly say I appreciate you. I appreciate you for all the hard work over the years. In the future.
But listen, Stamp, we appreciate you because you've been right there with us. When we came up with the crazy idea to start sleeping in the park with the homeless, Brother Stamp's been right there with us, celebrating his birthday for several years out there in the park. And this last time, 2021, it wasn't but 3 of us left. It wasn't but 3 left. When 2 o'clock in the morning hit and the frost hit, it wasn't but 3 of us out there. So definitely appreciate you, and then also champion the work that the policies and stuff that we need, from the position of city council and also now the position of representative. We need that. We need some of the policy to reflect the needs of the people.
Well, brother, I love you from a special place, and anytime you want to come back, we'll scoot Starlette over.
Look, she's doing good work, man. Listen, you can't move somebody. You got to remember, I came and took Jason's spot.
Yeah, you can come by and visit sometime.
And listen, I took Jason's spot, and all of us still around. Ain't nobody left. We still part of the team.
Jason went to Africa and came back.
Yeah. So we still, that Joker done grew dreads, and now he cut his hair again. So we done went through a lot of transitions, different positions, but we're still on the team.
Yeah, we're gonna get Jason back in next week, brother. So
yeah, get Jason back on there, man. We got the whole team together.
Your wife, I said hello. And,
yes, sir, brother.
And tell your uncle to not party so much.
Hey, that's one of his part of his therapy to get some good Southern soul go there. So tell Handy we might need some good blues coming on in there.
Yeah, man. And Mac takes care of his uncle. That's how good a brother he is.
Wow.
He's in his own home.
Mhm.
He said, Uncle,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not going to the old folks' home. You can come in my home. Now, that's
Yep.
old school love there.
Oh, yeah.
That's old school love. And it speaks to your character and your commitment to family. So
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man, and keep doing good work. And matter of fact, it's about to get ready to get some stuff taken care of now.
All right, brother. Take care now.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Again, it's Mississippi Move, ladies and gentlemen. Always doing good work, always doing good things. Recap the show today. We got the activities that Representative Zakiya Summers spoke about the film screening on Sunday.
6 to 4.
We got
Or 4 to
all
6.
4 to 6.
Mhm.
We got the Mega Wiley Evers and Charles Evers homecoming celebration weekend. Activities start Friday, 6 p.m. with the wreath laying ceremony at the Mega Evers home. Saturday, June 11th, 2022, 9:30 a.m. wreath laying ceremony at Freedom Corner, which is the intersection of Mega Evers Boulevard and Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Then we have the homecoming celebration parade from Freedom Corner to Lanier High School, down Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, 12 noon, the Gone But Not Forgotten celebration. Better Men Society will be there, and bring pictures. Not just come yourself, bring pictures. We're going to allow everyone to speak about their loved one, particularly the ones who are victims of gun violence.
Okay.
And then that's going to be at Delta Mart Shopping Center at 12 p.m. right after the parade. Then we got the Gone But Not Forgotten March, which is Sunday, June 12th, at 12 noon at Hines Junior College on Sunset to Mega Evers Library. And then at 1 p.m., there's a gospel tribute and live entertainment at Mega Evers Library. At 2:30 p.m., there's a wreath laying ceremony at the Mega Evers statue. All right. So they're going to have a gospel tribute and live entertainment.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you come. And if you have any questions, you can contact Councilman Kenneth Stokes' office at 601-960-1090. 601-960-1090 for any other questions. Or if you want to participate, donate, all that, because all these activities from Friday through Saturday and on to Sunday are what started.
They free?
They free. You got no excuse but to, come on out. You got any parting words before we get out there, Starlette?
I'm really excited about that. Like Mother's documentary about the maternity. I think that's really educational. And I really like the piece with the celebration there, the Gone But Not Forgotten, allowing other people to.
Oh
be
yeah.
able
Now
to
you
speak
know
on
I'm
their
quick to
own.
cry. Yeah, everybody know I'm quick to cry now.
Yeah.
Just like my grandma. We quick to, my dad too.
Yeah.
We quick to cry now. But when we stop crying, we ready to go. So we're gonna be there with a box of tissue.
Okay.
Because my heart go out to folks.
Of course.
Gun violence strike people quick. And you got two families. You got the family of the one that's the victim, and you got a family that's loved ones not going to jail.
Yeah.
So nobody wins in this gun violence. Settle disputes differently. Govern yourselves accordingly with all these different announcements. And as we always say, go check out our underwriter. These folks make it possible. Going over to Micheal Jordan Transportation Service. Micheal Jordan Transportation Service can be found online at www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. Also, you can go check out the National Wildlife Federation for their work, www.nwf.org. And if you get a little hungry, get the munchies. Go on out there and stamp SuperBurgers. Get you one of them whole cow between two pieces of bread that's tasted to the last drop. I took some folks through there last week, Starlette, and they about bit their finger off. It was so good. So we appreciate all the underwriters, folks who help us move forward, and appreciate y'all. My parting words are this: y'all have allowed me to stay free. A lot of folks not free. That allows me to speak freely about anything on my mind. I don't have to go ask nobody for no money. I don't have to need none of this stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand how good it feels to be free and elected.
Mhm.
Not having to be tied to nobody, because it's a couple things that have allowed me to serve how I serve. First and foremost, the grace of God.
Yeah.
The peace of God have allowed me to serve. When folks, when they pay folks to talk about me on the same radio station, they pay them to talk about me, rip me apart, take shots at my family and all that. The grace of God has held me through these years. Secondly, my family.
Yeah.
I did not know I was signing my whole family up to be elected and to be subjected to this process. And I can't thank my family enough. I just can't. I would not be here without my family. And I realized that I need to shout them out more. So I love y'all to the moon and back.
Nice.
I appreciate all my family. And then my friends,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your uncle, folks, they serve too. Because being around me, not easy. Mac, you lose friends that you had because Stamp's gonna shoot it straight. So if your friend tied to some foolishness, your cousin tied to some foolishness, if he crooked, I'm gonna call him crooked.
Yeah.
To his face.
Yeah.
If you a pimp, I'm gonna call you a pimp to your face. If you out here sopping up money and not helping folks, I'm gonna call you to your face. And I gotta do better at that. I got pull them to the side sometimes. But that's all because the grace of God, good folks, and more importantly, and my family and the folks that listen to us.
Yeah.
Because 8 years straight we've been sitting right behind this microphone, spitting fire. And I ain't found nothing that I said in 8 years that I ever take it back. Because before I take it back, Henry, I'll say it 10,000 more times. I love y'all. And remember, never let anybody put you in a position where you don't love your own people. Because when you hate your own folks, you're part of the very oppression we're trying to lift ourselves out of. Now, all white folks ain't bad, and all black folks ain't good. But you got to figure out who you going to put in your circle.
Yeah.
Who you going to put in your circle to save your circle? And right now, the government ain't coming to save you. You got to save yourself. You got to make good decisions with your money, good decisions with your family, so you can get through this. I want you to survive. So take advantage of things that you got in your circle and make sure you build folks up to tear folks down. I love you. God bless and Godspeed. Handyman, get us out of here. It's over.